Hello, witches. I said I would be back on, and I'm back on. I have my little dog decided to come upstairs with me, so she's always up here when I do any kind of magical workings, anytime I do any magical workings. So what I want to do this evening is kind of tap into some of that Gemini energy, the end of the year energy. Now that retrograde has, Mercury's kind of hit direct, I want to, work on maybe resetting and manifesting some things. So, what we're going to do, if you are, hey guys, got some people joining in. So, what we're going to do tonight is kind of do some reflection from this past year. I have a little setup for the summer solstice. We're going to do some reflection, work on drawing in some of that happiness and the joy that, we need to bring into 2025. So, what I used today for my incense is called Mother Earth. And I just think it seemed like it was right for this time of year, just because, she's asleep right now and we are honoring her while she sleeps. We're honoring the sun and the sun's return. So I just want to clear everything out. I am going to do some journaling. I'm going to let you know what I am going to do for journal prompts. So if you've been looking for something that you want to write down, maybe with this energy in the end of the year, grab something. We'll journal together. I'll definitely let you know what journal prompts that I'm using tonight. Again, I'm just clearing everything out. And with, Mercury just stationing direct, I'm working on manifesting some things, but I'm doing it at a slow pace. We still have the 2 weeks of post shadow period. So you don't want to manifest too quickly just because the energy is still a little chaotic. Hey guys. So what I did here is basically, carnelian, I want to ignite the passions, ignite the things that I need to follow through with. So definitely if you're going to sit and do something with me, if you have carnelian, that's definitely something you want to use. Amethyst is another one. I brought my moon little raw piece of amethyst that I'm going to use too, just because I want to look at sharing trusting my intuition, where I'm going in life. And of course my raw hematite, because we need that grounding energy. So what we have are 2 candles here. I have one white representing us, and I have one yellow representing the sun's return and just happiness in general. Orange candles are, the solstice is literally the sun's birth. So think of that as we are trying to reignite some things within ourselves. So I am going to I ask that this candle cleanse all impure thoughts within ourselves. Release with the moon. Let us go of any ill thoughts to ourselves. This is all about self-reflection, and it's all about us. And with the orange, I ask that the energy of the season and the rebirth of the sun allow the energy to grow within me as well. Let me know that my intuition, that my gut feelings are right, that I should trust them and move forth with passion, motivation. Thank you for that. So as we sit this evening, I want you, if you're able, to grab a piece of paper. I'm going to talk about a couple things that I'm going to journal here, just about this last year. Lessons learned, things that I'm happy for, and where I want to be as I start 2025, what kind of mindset I want. Just want to welcome that warmth and the sun and the return of the light, both outside and in. So one of the things that I'm going to journal about tonight is what things that gave me energy this year. There'll be 2 or 3 things that I'll pick. Write down exactly what brought me energy, what fueled my fire, and maybe what will continue to fuel my fire into 2025. And I'm also looking at what things took too much of my energy this year, what things I can leave behind in 2024 and not take with me next year, revamp some mindset and leave some things behind for sure. And of course, one thing, with December and with reflection that we should be doing is patting ourselves on the back. And that is something that a lot of us don't ever do enough. Somebody can pay us a compliment and usually we blow it off and we don't think any more of it. So tonight, I want you to think of 3 things that you were proud of this year, something that you did that you felt very accomplished with. And then I want you to look at possibly what lessons you learned. Because during the year and when we encounter other people or situations, there are times that we learn lessons, whether they are good or bad. This is a time to take notice of that and journal about it, and then kind of sit and ponder on how you can change, how you can adapt and not maybe have to relearn the lesson again. Because a lot of the times things like to come back up and haunt us if we don't, change our ways. So one other thing that I'll be doing tonight is, I have a little clear quartz with me that I will be putting in my intentions, what I need to let go, the re-thought process that I need to start, They say 21 days to change your thought patterns, to change habits, things like that. So it's good to start now. It's like I said, with the energy and the 2 weeks of post shadow, we don't want to rush. We want, nice slow growth here. So I want to revamp my thought process over the next 2 weeks as I work towards the first of the year. So at least the Gregorian calendar year. So I did also have my little moon water bottle, and it does somewhere here say moon water. It's real small, but it does. So I will be putting my clear quartz into my bottle, and it will be going outside tonight. And I will be using this particular water as a daily hand wash to remind myself of the rethoughts, the new thought patterns and things that I'm putting into myself, and how I can move forward with conviction and passion and know and trust and not let imposter syndrome back in. I am super bad about letting imposter syndrome take over. If you give me enough time, I will talk myself out of it. So flying on the seat of my pants works a lot better for me because I don't have time to think myself out of it. And that is something that I want to try and change between now and next year. So when next year rolls around here, I will be ready. I will be in the right mindset and can continue forward. So I want you to just sit and just think back of all of the good things that have happened this year. It's still been a rough year. It's still been a crazy year. There's still been a lot of ups and downs. I mean, we're still living in a tough time. So thank you, Andrew. So in that mindset, just think about the good things that have happened in your life, even though there may have been a ton of bad things. There's a lot of people are going through stuff, I know of people that are struggling health-wise, a lot of us struggling financially, loss this time of year. A lot of people who have lost loved ones this time of year, including myself. So, it makes it a really rough and weird kind of energetic year. So try not to dwell on those things. Try and dwell on the things that you've accomplished, things that you can look back, maybe a vacation that you've taken, some time that you spent well deserved. And just take notice. And then think about the things that you don't want to carry with you into next year. What is a mindset? What is maybe a person, a situation, something that you don't want to carry on? Put that intention out there and then come up with a plan. Come up with a way that you can make that work for you. And when that is said and done, and you feel like you have everything in your quartz crystal, I want you to take that and put it into your moon water. I will repost this so people can do this. We still have maybe another day to work with this energy. So now I have my lovely little quartz crystal. This should make, if I leave it outside, I've left enough room in it, hopefully it doesn't freeze solid. But if I leave this outside, maybe under the porch, it should create some really cool designs by morning. So yeah, that is the little spell tonight to just kind of welcome back the sun. I am not going to be around on the night of the solstice. I am speaking out of the nature center here for the solstice gathering that they do every year there. So I figured I might as well do something now and give you a little peace and quiet, let you sit down for a little bit, plug your headphones in, and take a few minutes. And I will let these candles burn out. I'll get off of here, let you guys sit and think about it. It is a time of year for reflection. It's a time of year for a lot of inner work. So hopefully you're doing some of that. And if I don't have time to go live for the winter solstice, I hope you have an awesome return of the solar sun and enjoy this time of year, because it is all about just slowing down and taking moments while Mother Nature is asleep. In the Northern Hemisphere anyway. Southern Hemisphere, we're in the middle of summer, so I love how the incense, it talks with me. All right, guys. Have a great evening. Let me know if you did decide to journal. Maybe something if you want to share. Maybe just one, if not all, because I will get this one up and get it posted so there we can have comments. And I'll see you tomorrow for Tarot Tuesday. Never wants to go off.